Hello everybody, Mike Tannic back here with more Hearts of Iron 4, the Great War mods, where we are playing as the Turkish Empire. Now, if you remember from last episode, this has been, the fight with the Italians has been a campaign of win some, lose some. Now, towards the end, we did lose our entire navy. Save for one destroyer and our 5 submarines, which have treated us well so far. Now, the best thing I can do with them at this point is to send them out convoy raiding right here. They are going to convoy right here. And that is until we start to see signs of any enemy naval activity, because the problem is we have this vulnerable port right here. So what I've done is moved the vast majority of our forces in North Africa back here to the mainlands. We have all these angles covered. Now, what I need to do basically is start looking ahead not only to the Balkan War, which is coming up really soon, apparently, but I also have to look forward to when we are going to be fighting with against the Allies and Russia, because that's going to happen before we know it. So I am going to have to start to look at these fronts here, as well as down here in Kuwait, over to Abu Dhabi, and I believe that's Qatar, and Aden, because those are our nearest threats. So, I do want to spend this political power, so let's look at what we can do. We do have an entrenchment specialist here we could mess with. We do have... Well, what's coming up in our techs? I do want to start to think about getting some armored car divisions, because it is going to be a while before we can get that a tank division, but I at least want to get some hardened units. So I think that's what I'm going to do right here, is to add a tank designer, and I don't know if that will count the Balkan League. Okay, in a surprising move, several Balkan countries, including rival states Serbia and Bulgaria, have come together to form the Balkan League, a military alliance stated to have been built up against Austria-Hungary. Though the alliance target is the Habsburgs, it seems far more likely that the state that divides these 4 nations would be their targets. You mean me? Yeah, great. Okay, so they are forming up for a fight, which I do not like. And I just realized that I have a vulnerable port here. So what I'm going to do, actually, with this guy, is send him over to guard Thessalonica. Because once this fight kicks off, I'm almost positive that Greece is going to join them. And when they do, they got nothing but a free shot. I mean, besides my subs here, but it won't take, even with my submarines, it wouldn't take much for them to have naval dominance in this area and be able to launch an attack. So I'm going to move this guy to Thessalonica and possibly one other division. And since this guy is training, yeah, that's fine. He'll be fine. So we'll move 2 to Thessalonica. That's just to make absolute sure that, because that's the weak underbelly right now. Because I just realized for an attack on Constantinople, they would have to come up and around, and we control the strait right there, as you can see. So let's get that dealt with. Now, training. I know that when we left off, we had some units that were a mess for a variety of reasons. So let's deal with that right now and get all of you in the training army. What are you guys looking like? The Albanian revolts. You know what? You're fine. You don't need to train. What about you? Okay, the army of Tripoli. I guess they could. I'll put these guys in the training army as well and try to get all this done up front. Yeah, because when this kicks off, I mean, look, okay, what do we got here? Homeland Army North. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, you need to train. Why are those guys down to rookie level? Oh, you know what? I believe what happened here is I changed those divisions from cavalry to infantry divisions, which adds a ton of manpower and makes them very inexperienced. So that would make sense. So for some reason, I thought I had sprung a leak in my experience, which would not be good because that would mean the mod is probably screwed up. So, all right, we got that sorted out. Now our navy. Actually, let me pause this because what I want to do. There is no point in me trying to reconstruct the navy that we had with the dockyards that we have. We have 5 dockyards. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to focus on submarines. And specifically stealthy submarines. I'm working on reducing their visibility, preserving what we have. That will make their survivability a whole lot better in the upcoming fights that we have. So we're going to switch. And yeah, we're going to lose 35 days of production, but that's fine. We don't have to sweat that. Alright, I want to make sure everything's in place. God, we have a lot of guys training. That's probably killing our equipment situation. Yeah, it is. But no worries. So, you know what I think I want to do after this civilian factory is built? We are going to go on another building spree of military factories. And I'm going to try to get them in areas that aren't necessarily next to front lines or potential front lines. And that's going to be kind of hard to do because we have so much coastline. We got, I guess that could work. And Eastern Thrace. That's far enough away. Because I kind of have those angles covered. So, yeah, let's move that to the bottom. Where's Aphon anyway? Why am I building... Wait, was there resources there that I was trying to up? Probably. Okay, so we got decryption done. That's going to help us actually quite a bit. So now we're going to switch over. You see, we have almost all this done. We could do trench excavation. But as of right now, I have not actually built any trenches and don't plan to right away. So that is not a priority for me. That's still 1.8 years away. We are creeping closer to 1913, but that is still a huge penalty to eat. Because again, I do want to start to look at building some hardened divisions with armored cars. But what we're going to do is focused on heavy artillery, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Oh, wow. I sank convoys. Excellent. So my subs actually work. So with the heavy artillery, you know, one of the tips, again, I was given was to, you know, employ heavy artillery. Maybe not for the mainline units, though. What I think I will do is create specialized artillery units that are going to look something like this. We might have one or two infantry regiments, and then 3 or 4 heavy artilleries. And with that, I might get them an engineer company to add. And that is going to be our heavy artillery. That way the heavy artillery is portable and I can use it specifically where I need it. Because heavy artillery is insanely expensive to produce and it takes a long time. So it's not something that you can just, you know, widely distribute to, you know, all of your units, like every single one of your mainline infantry regiments. At least not with, you know, the production power I have now. At the production power I have now, I wouldn't even come close to being able to fill out one of my planned regiments. So, you know, with that in mind, we're going to proceed without it, because there's really not much I can do at the moment. So, alright, let's see. You know what I realized is that we do not have this flank covered. So let's get you over there. And what else? Who else do we got? You are going to go here. I believe that's where he belongs. Alright, who else do we got? We got you. I thought I just assigned you here. Actually, no. You were needed elsewhere. You were going up here. Okay, so we got 2 more units for that particular army. Now, let's see where the rest of these guys are. Yep, you can go there. You can go there. And what are you? Yep, you can go there. Alright. Man, I'm glad I got these guys trained. That would not be good to go into a war with. Okay, you still got training to do. So what about the rest of yous? Alright, you belong to the Army of Tripoli, which is right there. And who's left? Okay, Entrenching Battalions. That is an important one. This gives a huge buff. I mean, okay, we got the plus 5% soft attack, plus 5 organization. That's great, but entrenchment speed plus 50% and max entrenchment plus 20 points. That is huge. Now, one thing I decided early on too is that even with our limited research slots, I am always going to have some land doctrine tech researching. For the simple fact that, you know, this is World War I. Most everything takes place on land, and we need every advantage we can get. We already have enough disadvantages with our production capacity, so I think I'm going to go over here with mobile defense for this soft attack. At the moment, that's going to help us more. And as you probably already know, you can always go back and change doctrine research after researching it. So, alright. So, do I actually need that division there as well? Yeah, I'm probably going to leave it for now. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now, and you're going to go back into the Army of Tripoli. Alright. I know we still have more training to do, so let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, these guys. You know what? Actually, well, I got these guys selected. I'm going to seriously start to phase out the cavalry divisions. And I know that's going to eat up manpower. That's where it's going to hurt us the most, is in manpower. Because we cannot afford to take heavy casualties when all this starts to kick off. But what we do need is divisions in working order. Now, what that's going to do is, again, dump a ton of manpower into these guys and sap their experience. So we're going to go ahead and get them training for now. Let's see. Who else here needs training? You guys need training. Okay. And what is this? The Northwest Task Force, you guys are mint. Albania Revolt, you could use some work, but your job right now is to repel Italian invasions. Yeah, okay, good. So the ones we do have left here, I think, except for one, they are all mainline infantry divisions, which is good, because that's what I need right now. How are you guys doing? Okay, as long as you're blowing up convoys. I don't know what Italy would be doing in here unless it was an invasion force of some kind, those convoys that we just sunk. I can't imagine that they're doing any trade through here. I know they're not, because we control the strait here, the Bosphorus Strait. So I think, or would like to think, that we just sank some Italian divisions. In fact, let's look at the casualty count. 68k. Yeah, I think the last count was in the 5500s. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that that is what is going on. Okay, beautiful. Bureaucracy. That gives us that civilian factory. Now, there aren't a lot of things that we actually need further down this tree. There we get infrastructure, air base. Tripoli, we get coastal fortifications. Land fort. I mean, all of that I can do myself. Those are really cheap to build. They're not worth going for it. What I would like to do is possibly come down this tree. Although, yeah, I mean, all we'd get out of that is we'd get 3 infrastructure, but we can get a whole lot more down here, chasing this tree, which is what I think we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, since it is after it's 1912. I can do this, so we'll get 2 infrastructure out of that, and that will open up the trees for later for building military and civilian factories. So again, looking forward to the future conflict, trying to think a few paces ahead. Again, I believe Oman, yeah, okay, they are puppets of the UK. Not surprising, because they are surrounded by them. Who? Oh, that's us, isn't it? Yeah, that's... Huh. Wow, guys, I didn't even realize that was us. Okay, so here's what has to happen. Where can I pull from? It looks like this is good terrain to defend, as long as I can hold that port, which... Yeah, so I cannot support a lot of troops anyway here. That's just a level 1 port, but... If I defend these 2 territories... Oh, yes, I'm going to have to defend this. I have a military and civilian factory there, which at this juncture is a lot. That is a lot for us. So, yeah, I guess I can pull from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this one into an infantry division to guard the port of Benghazi. And you are going to go in a new army. And this new army is going to have... I like his hat better, so we're going to go with Nehat Anilmis Pasa. And we'll get you probably in your own army group, but for now, I'm more worried about getting you here. So let's do a defensive line from north to south, from Sana'a to that, and that will block them from being able to access further north. And what is this? A desert province. Yeah, I'm not going to stick my guys out in the desert. As a matter of fact, any attacking army is just going to sit out there and take attrition. You know what? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll extend it down here. Yeah, I'll extend that front line down here. And as we get more divisions, we can push them over that way, because that is a mountain province as well. And them attacking into that is going to be a disaster for them. I hope. So we'll get them moving. Uh-oh. Okay, so what are we attacking here? Troop convoys. So they are trying to invade. Ha! Not today. Last time it was at, what, 68k? We sank one. These guys are as good as dead. Yeah. Oh, man, they keep trying. 73k. Yeah, each time they make that attempt, we are punishing them. So that is fine by me. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and deploy that division. I know they're not quite ready yet, but we need everybody. And I mean everybody. Where are you? Okay, so yeah, you're part of the Albanian revolt. Alright, now let's look. We still have no Air Force, guys, and I meant to address that in the last episodes as far as getting something done about it, not just sitting here blabbing about it, but again, let's look at our production. See, we are hurting a big time. As a matter of fact, I do not want to be short that much infantry equipment. So I am going to pull one off of artillery. And that is just until... Okay, we already finished that one civilian factory. So let's do this. Let's start to build up our military factories as well. And why did Izmir get damaged? Where is that? Huh. You know, they could also attempt an invasion there. So maybe, just maybe, I ought to move one of these guys over there. Although I'm not getting a warning about it. Okay, reinforce rate +1. That is gold for us, anyway. So let's see. We're inching closer to 1913. Now we got... Oh, you know what? Since we do have our... It is past 1910. In fact, it's 1912. So I am going to go ahead and get the 1910 level cruisers. Since, again, these are the ones that take 1 day to finish. We're not going to be building either cruiser or destroyer anytime soon. Just because we don't have the naval capacity to do so. But what I... Oof. Yeah, that's still a big penalty to eat to get the Panhard Genti. So yeah, what we're going to do is finish up the heavy artillery. Because that is a division design that I want to implement soon. In fact, it'll be less of a division and more of a brigade level, or brigade size unit. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So you're part of the Albanian task force. Albanian revolt. Yep, that's you. Does anyone else need troops? Well, okay, that's a dumb question. I need troops everywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, especially if this is going to kick off soon, because, I mean, our planning bonus is up. We got +4 from both the general and the army group leader. So that's going to help us as soon as this kicks off. Again, I want to look at these divisions. These guys, the Bulgarians, are absolutely awful. So that's going to be... I would like to knock them out fast. As a matter of fact, their cavalry design is better than their standard infantry design. They have no artillery support and no engineer support. The Greek divisions aren't terrible. They at least have engineer support and a number of infantry regiments. So, you know, I'm a little worried about them. Montenegro, these guys are going to get bowled over. Also, no artillery. Up here, no artillery. Where we have, you know, in a full-strength division, what do we got? We have 72 guns in a full-strength division, so great. Alright, we got these points again. And as a matter of fact, I'm looking at our stability right here, guys. And that is killing us right now as far as political power, factory output, dockyard output. And I didn't want to have to do this because this is going to also screw our factory output and consumer goods factories, but I have no choice. I have no other way while we're at war of getting that the stability up. And, you know, I'll get, what, 2% a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it will add up. And, I mean, again, no choice in the matter. I wish it were different, but it's not. So, yeah, here they go again, trying to invade. This is not going to work. In fact, it's just going to cause them horrendous casualties. And I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not. So, yeah, these guys got nothing. I mean, their cavalry is a 0 attack. Trying to do a naval invasion with horses, I'm not sure if that's... I'm not a history major, but I'm guessing that has not been successful throughout the ages. Although I could see, like, horses charging off of landing craft and possibly doing something that way. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so again, we're on our ass in the equipment department, but I'm going to change this guy to a standard infantry division, and he is going to join our friend down in Saint because for some reason that's just making me real nervous. It's making me incredibly nervous, and we will retrain him once he shows up. at where he's supposed to be. The Albania Revolt. These guys should probably be training, but some of them are in active combat and likely will be for a while. Army of Tripoli. Okay, yeah, you need to train. Ooh, yes, infantry equipment, please. Okay, so that's going to be Hijaz's major contribution to this war effort, probably in the form of Lend-Lease, which I'm fine with. I don't know what their divisions look like. What do their divisions look like? Okay, we don't seem to have... Okay, yeah, their divisions are garbage. Wouldn't want them even if they had 100 of them. They would do nothing for us. Yeah, they're just racking up casualties. They're not doing anything else. And I'm fine with that because that's tying up their divisions here, which is right where I want them to be. And as long as I have the convoy raiding here, chances are they're not going to get through. Of course, there is always, you know, we have a lot of coastline, which is one of the downsides of the Ottoman Empire, is that there's a lot of coastline to defend. And starting out anyway, we don't have divisions to protect all these ports. So I am going to have to really pay attention to what they're saying here. Central Epirus, Western Balkans. Yeah, I already know about that. What I'm mostly worried about is Thessalonica. And you know what? Since we do have... What do we got? 3 divisions here? Why? Okay, I'm fine with that for now. So I'm actually... Well, as soon as this guy trains, he's actually going to this front. Speaking of which... Yeah. He's going to go up to this front. Because these guys need to get swept aside easily. We're then going to sandwich them and try to get through the lowlands right here. Now, granted, that's forest, but I'm really not keen on trying to fight my way through these mountains here. I'm sure we'll be able to do it easily and handily enough and get them spanked on out of the war, but, I mean, until then, I'm not really taking any chances. I'd rather fight through forests than through mountains. The infantry divisions are better cut out for it, because I really should be looking at getting some mountain divisions, but I mean, as it stands right now, I can't even create a single new division due to equipment shortages. But in the future, guys, when our production capacity skyrockets, I don't know if it'll ever skyrocket, but when it picks up, that is when I will be a little bit more willing to do different kinds of divisions and different division templates, such as the heavy artillery. And it's likely going to pick up after we conquer all this. After we conquer these 4 countries, I imagine they have quite a few civilian factories for us to use. And I will use them till they fall apart, as well as military factories as well. Now, we are going to have to trade for some resources, so it won't be all pure profit, but as a matter of fact, let me save. Since I lost the Communist States of America campaign, guys, I've been really paranoid about saving and backing up those saves, because I've had a lot of fun so far with this playthrough. It's been challenging. Of course, I've had some help, too, which is from commenters. The 2 Clarks, which does bear pointing out that they are not brothers and they are not the same guys, so I'm sorry about that. I was only joking when I said that, but the 2 Clark guys who have been helping me out through this campaign kind of given me hints, which, call that cheating if you like, but I don't see it that way. Okay, we'll put you back on here. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of help from experienced hands if it makes the playthrough better. And there we go. Serbia has declared war on us. Those silly bastards. Okay, we did finish infrastructure efforts. So next, I do want to go for the Dockyard Expansion. Alright. So let's get you here. The training army has mostly been canceled. Yeah, we're so close though, but they'll get that experience in combat. So, you here, you there, you here, and they are going to have to recover. Why? Why is that not covered? I thought I assigned enough divisions here. I guess I did not assign enough divisions here. Okay, so let's get this going. You are going to also come up here. I'm really upset that I didn't notice that before. That was not smart. So, who is all joined immediately? Sofia. Belgrade. Okay, yeah, Athens. All of these jerkwads have decided to attack me at the same time. That is fine. We have prepared for this. We have prepared. So, Northwest Task Force, let us get these guys knocked out of the war. So, let's go ahead and do this. But actually, what we're going to do, I don't want any of these getting diverted from their capital. Let's get their capital, because once their capital's ours, the rest is ours. Okay, we'll get you back here as well. Alright, so, who are you? Yeah, Homeland Army North. I could wait for these guys, but I'm just going to do it. Hit them hard, hit them fast, they will be swept aside. So that includes both of these plans, because they are technically part of the same army. Now, Greece. Do I want to attack into Greece? Let's see what an attack looks like. It's ugly. Oh, Italy joined the Balkan League. Okay, so now it's one big mess. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, see this is a mess, guys. What is this? So, here. Let's see to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will take that island. Good. Yeah, take that island from them. And then come on back. And you come down here, because I'm going to need you elsewhere. Like right there. Okay. Are all divisions attacking here? Good. And yeah, as you can see, well, that could be doing better. All this could be doing better. Okay, let's get across this river right here. And you lock them down. They don't need reinforcements. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's go for this port. Alright, what is going on here? That's fine. Let's not do that. Instead, let's do this. Attack there instead. And we'll get you, and you to attack here. Alright, yeah, that's more like it. And from there, you guys are going to push directly to Sofia. Get their capital. Let's get these guys knocked out of the war. Okay, yeah, this is looking ugly. Oh. Oh, I see. Of course the Italians are trying to invade right now. Why wouldn't they? Alright. So, yeah, this is a mess. Let's cancel that attack. Actually, no, let's not. Don't know why you're attacking them, but let's get all three fronts, or all three provinces here focused. Like a laser beam right there. And I wish this would be a great time to have, you know, my capital vessels for these fights along the coast. But alas, I got them sank because I was being dumb. And that's fine. So, let's see here. No, this is all wrong. That is all wrong. Don't worry about them. You attack there. You two are attacking there. Good. Let's see. Yeah, we're wearing these guys down pretty quick. I mean, their divisions are not very substantial. What do they got? Yeah, they got 3 infantry regiments in each, plus an engineer company. So they are going to go away real quick. I think actually the hardest nut to crack here is going to be Greece. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Huh. Or at least it's going to be a grind. I think we will be able to defeat them. In fact, I'm positive. Okay, so that's good. We're locking up 4 divisions right here. And, oh, Serbia's sending over help. So I'm not sure why they're doing that. They need the help themselves. I want you to stay here. I don't want you to actually... So let's cancel that. And we'll have you support the attack. Because this guy's going to come in and screw us if you do that. So, how are we doing over here? I really want to get Montenegro out of this fight so I can shift these divisions up here, sweep through Belgrade. For right now, we're just going to leave the Italian front B, or the Greek front B. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's stop that offensive because it's just kind of bleeding us. We are not making very good headway. And our attack bonus is gone. So, everybody stop. Let's play defense. We have mountains. We have mountains protecting us. They're going to have the same hard time that we were having right there. And that'll save us some equipment to get... equipment and bodies. Because that was just going to bleed us dry. So, let's see. Let's get this into support equipment even more. And how are we doing here? Oh boy. This is a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. But no worries. No worries, none whatsoever. Oh, okay. Well, let's take advantage of this opening here since no one's guarding it. In fact, we'll go even further. Yeah, I really should have more divisions right up here on this front. I really should. I don't feel good about this. It's going to take a lot longer than it needs to. Alright, how are we doing here? Yeah, these guys are about done. In fact, as soon as that unit breaks away, their division width will be 6 versus 120, and they're going to get wrapped up. So that should be fine there. Okay. Let's see. It is close enough to 1913 that I can take away this Panhard Ghent. And I think we're going to do that. I'm not sure whether or not we get that bonus. Whether or not we do, I guess we'll see. But, oh wow, I think probably more troop convoys, and there are subs afoot. I don't like that. There are Italian subs in our waters. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to slow this down just a bit. Because I do want to micro this, because things change really fast in war, as you guys know. Especially in this game. So, let's see. Oh, and that guy thinks he's going to cut us off, but he is not. In fact, let's lock them down right now. Alright, and you're not going to attack there, you're actually going to attack there. And when these guys leave, what I'm going to try to do is circle in and cut these guys off from supply. That will be 3 divisions down. No problem. And we keep winning. I'm guessing they're sending troop convoys over? Oh yeah. Yeah, they have to be. Look at that. 90k casualties. That's got to be affecting their war support quite a bit, actually. I'm guessing it is. Like, it... Because the number of casualties is so lopsided. Even with this going on. Okay, so let's do this. I'm really hesitant to pull guys off this front. But you know what I can do? Is deploy them. And you are going to belong to this army. And you are going to take the rails up here. I said take the rails, please. Oh, you can't. It's under attack. So, take the rails up here. Kingdom of Montenegro. Okay, those guys were already in. Do I have any friends I could call? No. Get you up there. Yes. Alright, now our military factories are coming along. Montenegro has capitulated. Thank you. Their rifle probably sucks, but that's okay, because we need all the infantry equipment we can get. Ooh, we got 2 factories, so let's do this. One more support equipment. Okay, we'll worry about this now, I think. What else can we do? Entrenchment speed plus 4%. Not really worried about that. Ship designer. Carrier production cost. Capital ship production cost. Oh, max range minus 50. No. No. That will not do it all. Here's what we're going to do with this. Political power gain plus 5%. We are going to do that. Okay, how are we looking? So, here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and shorten up. I know it's going to split this army in 2, but let's bring this front up to there and concentrate. Yeah, and then we're going to take the Northwest Task Force and fill in that gap. And I'm only doing that because these guys are doing really well on this fight, which is going to help to open up a shot to the capital. Okay, and then we're going to take our offensive line and also go towards Belgrade. Okay, so do that, please, if you would. Alright, this guy's riding the rails. And we'll send you up here. And this guy's green, so I want him to get... Ooh! We're going to get 5 Austro-Hungarian divisions. Excellent. And when are they going to show? Alright. In about 14 days, about 2 weeks, we will get them. Alright, you keep pushing. And you stay here, actually. Okay, as long as this guy is keeping these divisions locked down, we are going to have a very clear shot to get them cut off. At which point we can destroy them, wrap this front up, and then continue on our merry way. And this attack is not going nearly as well as I thought it might. Okay, and obviously we have a problem here. Yeah, we got a big problem here. Did I not do that? Where's the Northwest Task Force? Okay, no. Alright, they're, yeah, that just needs to be stretched. There we go. And we keep beating the Italians, here in the Aegean. which is good because it looks like they're not giving up on sending troop convoys to invade us. Now, okay, here we go. So, you guys are going to continue on. Alright. Yeah, see, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. As a matter of fact, there are 2 territories right there, so let's get you here and you there. Go ahead and take advantage of any open spaces we can find here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, yeah, they're not going to leave us alone. So let's do this. I really need more divisions up this way. Yeah, good. Keep coming, too. I need to get this spearhead here closed up. I mean, so far, guys, in the Balkan War, we are actually doing pretty good. Look at that. We have a straight shot, I believe, to Belgrade, which we're going to take. So next episode, guys, we should be able to take Serbia out of the war, roll up. See, I thought it was going to go the other way around, where we took Bulgaria first and then Serbia, but it looks like Serbia is going to go down first. That will have to wait until next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this action-packed episode. If you liked it, I would be ever so grateful if you left a like. And also, if you did enjoy the material here, there's this and plenty more to come, so please consider subscribing to my channel. Love you guys for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.